Moises Beauchamp Jr. coming at you with another one. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever we go live or upload. Today I got my co-host once again, Miss Brenda, here with me, and we're wondering what's going on with Jon Jon. Welcome, Miss Brenda, to the.
Yeah, hello. Hey, Melanie. What's up, y'all? Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
I'm going to wait for a couple people to come on. Let me know when they start coming in so that I can start. I want to start talking from the beginning, like a timeline, since the day he's went missing. And, you know, what's going on now. But I wanted to see how many people. I did tell a few people. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. Well, what we do know so far is that he's been missing to his family since Thursday. Thursday, because Thursday still counts because, you know, he was working. He went to work that day, right? And he didn't get off till 11 p.m. and he worked in Sicklerville. Okay. Then he was talking with his friends, you know, back and forth. Not only his friends that he was with, you know, the people that he was with that day, because at this point they're not friends. With the people he was talking with that day, you know, then he was talking to his friends on Snapchat, and then like around 1 a.m. was the last time that any of his friends or family, you know, and that was the last time that he even had anything up on Snapchat. So then at 3:30, okay, give me 1 second.
Give her a second as she handles whatever it is that she's handling back there in the dungeons of the dungeons. But as we give her a minute, we'll.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She's back.
We were looking for something since earlier, and my daughter just found it. She was searching for her AirPods, and anyway, so she was just showing me confirmation about something. Anyway, so at 1 a.m. was like his last Snapchat. Well, I'm not too sure if it was his last Snapchat with, you know, with obviously a lot of people could see it, including his mom, his cousins, his aunts, and everybody else. But it is known that he was talking to a few friends, you know, all the way until 1 a.m. was like kind of the last communication that anybody had with him. So at 3:30 a.m. we know that his car was spotted driving down Cottage Avenue at 3:30 a.m. with a car full of dudes, and it wasn't clear yet if he was in that car or not. But since his last Snapchat at 1 a.m. and nobody ever heard from him, it's a strong possibility he wasn't in that car at 3:30 in the morning. So at 2 p.m. on that Friday, at 2 p.m., a couple spots, you know, a car in the woods still turned on. So at first they disregard the car, and they're like, yeah, you know what, let's just mind our business, right? But about 3:30, they said, you know what, let's just phone it in. And so they phone it into the police and whatever, and there's obviously blood inside the vehicle, right? But what I'm not getting is if that there was blood in the vehicle, right? It was registered under his mother's name, right? So they never got in contact with them right away about that car being out there like that. So if you find a car in the woods and it was still running and there was blood in it, I mean, I'm not sure how protocol goes, but okay. Anyway, moving forward. In the evening, when see, because this family didn't even know about the car until they learned about the phone. Because in the evening time, they went to go do that Find My Phone thing. Because, you know, with the iPhone stuff, they went to go do the Find My Phone, and it pings at that Cottage Avenue address. And at that Cottage Avenue address is where Miguel's sister lives at.
That's
Miguel
his
was the
so-called
gentleman that they
friend,
were
right?
looking for.
His so-called friend.
Yeah, his sister. So his sister lives there, right? But when this family went there without the police. They went there by themselves. They went there to go knock because now they haven't heard from him. So they're wondering, you know, like, where's he at? But his phone there, right? So they went over there and they knocked on the door, and, you know, people were hesitant or whatever. So they said, let me phone the police and let them do their job. So when they got there, apparently this Miguel gentleman was hiding up in the attic. So they weren't even, you know, they didn't even get to talk to him yet. So anyway, so the police was telling them that, you know, they got to get a search warrant. They started explaining to the you know, the cops the timeline that's going on about the car that that they found out there in Hopewell. Yeah, in the very beginning they were looking for Miguel Perez. That's who they were looking for in the beginning when he went missing, because apparently, you know, they were spotted together, or there was some sort of communication with them in that evening, or somebody knew he was going to link up with them. I don't know. But you know, they were looking for him to question him. So anyway, so the iPhone pinged at Miguel's sister's house. And when the parents went over there and stuff like that to see, you know, what was up with him or whatever, he wasn't there. So, you know, they phoned up the cops. They told them what was going on. And apparently Miguel was hiding in the attic because he was scared of them. But, you know, and the cops stated to them because that guy Sherwood, he was doing tons of lives. So even on his live, he's talking to one of the officers, and they're like, well, we can't really do anything without a search warrant, because, you know, if you don't do it without a search warrant, it could be invalid. Even though we did see blood in the car, even though his phone did ping over here, even though you have not heard from him since Thursday, which kind of considers him to be an adult because he's 23. So I'm not sure how the focus went. Did they take it as because he was an adult and he was fending for himself? Or it wasn't, you know, because I still think that even if you could be 80 years old, if your child goes missing, you should be able to get the same, you know, the same urgency as if it was, you understand? Because it was like, maybe because they tried him as an adult and there was like, you know, he'll appear, but come on, connect the freaking dots. Like, they just found his car in Hopewell. His phone pinged the freaking Cottage Avenue. Then on
And
top of that, one of the neighbors.
meanwhile, not only did they find his car, but they finding his belongings scattered all over the place in that area. Correct?
Yeah, I didn't get there yet. We still on Friday, where the phone pings at the Cottage Avenue address, right? So the next day, they was like, oh, we're going to meet up on Barrett's Run Road, right? That's where the car was located off of, which was Barrett's Run Road and Trench Road. That's where they found the car. So they wanted to go back over there so they could research that area, because that's where, you know, the car was found. So initially, I mean, the phone was over here in Bridgeton on a Cottage Avenue address, but they figured he was closer to the car because the car was still running. And I'm glad that they did stick to that direction over there in that area, because they really didn't know where to start. They were kind of like all over the place, but that was a good, you know, a good decision to be staying looking out there, because they found a lot of stuff. Anyway, so they go out there Saturday in the morning, right? They out there. Some of them are going to go back down to where the car was at, right? So in the morning time, they called them and they told them that they found a book bag off of Perry Road. That's where they found. Now they found a belonging of his down off of Perry Road. That was on Saturday. And I believe that they actually called father themselves, the person who found that book bag. Anyway, then they found, on Sunday, they found that jacket. No, wait, on Saturday, when they found that book bag off of Perry Road, right? That's when they had, earlier on that evening, they had knocked down that Miguel's brother's address out there around the area where the book bag was found.
Yeah,
So he must be living out there somewhere.
from what I heard, it was a
Huh?
relative. From what I heard, it was a relative to Miguel's door that they kicked in, and they arrested Miguel's brother or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. It was a relative to Miguel, and they're still over there. Obviously, they said that they're still over there. So, but then yesterday they found that yesterday they found the jacket and a mask right there off of not to right there on Barris Run, right there on what's that, Archie Road. They found a jacket on Barris Run and Archie Platt Road. So all of that was like all in the same area, not too far down from each other. And then today, earlier on, off of Sherwood's live, they found a registration card on and around that area where they found the book bag and the jacket and all of that stuff near that pond and lake. I just didn't get the name of the lake when he was on the live, but right now that's all we know. We do know that they're just posting for prayer. Nobody's really too sure and too certain. So, but how crazy the timeline, though. The timeline from when they found the car, right? Like when you found that car in Hopewell and it had blood in it, right? Did you really still need it? Like nobody was gonna pop the hood of the car to see. I mean, if you find a car, right, that's running, right, and you open it and you see that there's blood in there, you're not gonna pop the trunk. You're gonna wait for a search warrant,
Yeah,
even though this car is like a mile into the woods with blood on it. It's been running for an hour and a half, and the didn't even phone the owner of that car, right away. You would have found out then that car was being looked for because it belonged to that lady's son
yeah.
at the moment.
From what I understand, the owner of the car, which it was the young man that's missing, it was his mother's car. She was the actual owner, the legal owner. The car was under her name, and she gave them permission to pop the trunk, and they still wouldn't pop the trunk, claiming that they
Right.
needed to get a warrant.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Even though circumstances are telling you should have popped the trunk, or you should pop the trunk. I mean, it's crazy because you find a car like that, and then the very next day you find a book bag not too far from the same area, right there on Perry Road. You find a book bag, but yet again, that whole area. It wasn't until the jacket, okay? It wasn't until the jacket was found that they sealed off that Archie and Platt area, that Archie Platt Road, and all of that stuff. It wasn't until they found that jacket where they actually sealed all of that down. But where they found the book bag at, they should have closed that down too, because look at how much stuff is scattered everywhere throughout there. Like, and let me tell you something. That's like the world's. They almost got away with it. I'm gonna tell you that much for sure. They definitely need to get on that. Almost got away with it, because there's so much stuff still scattered around there. So much stuff. How they scattered the book bag, a jacket, the registration card, the car, and still no whereabouts of this gentleman. But like I said, the last update that we have, all they're doing is just asking for prayer for the family. We're not too sure. We don't speak on stuff like that. So,
Right.
but the timeline is crazy. 11 p.m.
That's what I find strange
Uh
that
huh.
all along they've been giving updates on meeting up tomorrow, the next day for to search, but this last update that we got is just prayers for the family.
And yeah, it's crazy.
I I guess
Let me
I
tell you.
guess I guess we'll see, right?
Yeah, how crazy is it that another person, and I was gonna go there today. I swore I wanted to go there today, but another person who goes out with their friends and go missing. Like here's Irving, Myra, what Guzman Myra's over there at Centerfolds. You go out with your friends, you go into Centerfolds, and that's the only thing that your friends know, that you went into Centerfolds, and the next thing you know, now unfortunately for that family, you know how they found him. Now they're still seeking for justice. I'm not saying that their friends actually had anything to do with what happened to Irvin out there, but I'm just saying a night out that you go out with your friends and you think, that your friends ain't gonna turn on you. But how crazy is that? But these when they have but these people over here and how they did this boy, that they were not friends. There's no friends in that,
Well, I don't think that
because these
Irvin's
they
friends
the
I don't think Irvin's friends had anything to do with what happened to him. You know, I don't believe that they
no,
were
I don't
aware.
think so. I just think that, yeah, they were just in the cut, not realizing. But who doesn't hear a fight going on either? I remember that if somebody was to get into a fight, I mean, the whole place knew about it. There's so much activity when there's an actual fight going on in a bar area like that, right? You would think that you would see some sort of something, because anyway. But like with this boy right here, now with this one, with John John, you know, he gets off of work at 11 a.m. He meets up with some people. Let me say Sicklerville to Bridgeton. How far is that? That's like, I'm not sure. I should have done that before I actually got on this live.
About 35, 40
Uh,
minute drive.
from Sicklerville.
30, about 35, 40 minutes. No more than
All right.
45.
So that means, so then if that's the case, then that means that he got
Melanie
there a
Dawn
little bit
said,
before 12 o'clock.
Melanie Dawn says
30
it's 30
minutes.
minutes.
All right. I bet you she Googled that too while I was on here. So 30 minutes, right? From Sicklerville, right, to Bridgeton. So let's just say he clocks out of work at 11 o'clock. We don't know if he's one of them people that stand in front of the clock like I do all the way to the minute. Like, hell no, don't ask for nothing. I'm swiping. Or did it take him some time, depending on what kind, what kind of work he did, that he's, stayed over a little bit. Either way, he probably got to Bridgeton a little bit before 12 o'clock. And at 1
Probably.
a.m. was his last Snapchat. And at 3:30 a.m., his car was seen passing down Cottage Avenue with the car full of people. Okay, and he wasn't driving, because per the video that's out there, they are stating that the person who was driving, they can see the driver's side seat. So him being 6'6", it wasn't him that was actually driving that vehicle,
Yeah, they
because
said
they
they said the
stated
seat
that they.
they said the seat was adjusted in a fashion that it couldn't have been him driving.
Mm-hmm.
From what I heard, allegedly.
Yep. Alleged. Same, but that's what they said. They said that they seen it on and the video that they put up there too, because I seen the video. If do you have it? Because I sent it to you earlier.
Someone is saying that there is a body that's being reported.
It's being reported a body was found.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
I see it. Yeah, we really haven't heard anything of that yet.
Hmm.
But pull up the
I like to
sheesh.
I like to know more about
Look at
that
the
body
link.
that has been found.
Look at the link. Is there a link?
Yeah, send me a link if you have
Yes,
a link
Melanie.
on it.
You need to inbox me later. Can you send me the link on Fox News?
Fox News.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm about to look
Anna,
it up
send me the
right.
link. Anna, send me the link on Messenger.
Or just keep talking.
Somebody message
I'll
me the link.
keep
But
talking.
listen,
I'm gonna look for it.
okay, this is crazy. So, yeah, somebody send me that link. So anyway, so it takes 30 minutes, right? Like Melanie said. So it takes 30 minutes from Sicklerville to go to that. Did you put it in? You send it to me on Messenger? Oh, I can't see it because I'm utilizing my phone as an actual live. Oh, and I get off of here. Resend it, but that's all it says.
Tell
Resend
me.
it again to me, Melanie, on Messenger. Oh, hold on. Somebody just messaged me, so I'm gonna be able to go in there now. Give me, but anyway. Ooh. So 30
As
minutes. Good
as soon
Lord.
as we
From
get this link, we'll post it up.
yeah, because I'm trying to get my phone keeps freezing every time I try to go in my messenger like that. Anyway, 30 minutes from there to Cottage Avenue. What happened? See? It took it off. Anyway, 30 minutes.
I'm gonna look for it. Just keep talking. I'm gonna look
Give me
for it.
1 second. I'll be right back.
I just told you to keep talking that
All
I will
right.
look for it.
Well, 30 minutes, right? So anyway, so he gets off at 11. Let's just give him 11:10, 11:15, because it was getting kind of cold outside. So we got to give him some time to warm up the car, right? 11:15, 11:20, right? So he gets on and around to Bridgeton from Sicklerville to Cottage Avenue address. Did he go there right away or did he stop somewheres? Okay, anyway, either way, the last known any type of communication was at 1 a.m. Following, that Thursday. So early Friday morning at 1 a.m. was his last Snapchat. And so at 3:30 in the morning, they see the car pass by on Cottage Avenue. At 2 o'clock p.m., a couple spots a car in the woods, and it was still running out there in Hopewell, in between Barrett's Run Road and Trench Road. So they spot that. They was going to mind their business, and I'm glad that they did not mind their business, and they actually went and made a phone call, because the person that belonged, was in that car, driving that car, was reported missing by the family. And if it wasn't for that phone call, yes, he's getting them because my phone is retarded. You can hear them. Yep, he's got it.
I got it.
Y'all girls is the bomb. Somebody needs to text. Somebody needs to inbox Maggie and tell her that I'm on right now. Because I can't inbox these people back. Because, yeah, but anyway. So the couple spots the car, right? Around 2 p.m. How crazy is that? They said they was going to mind their business. And we're glad that they didn't mind their business. Okay? Hey, girl. Thank you. I was waiting on you. So at 3:30 p.m., they phone the police, right? When the police get there, the car has blood in it, right? This family still wasn't even notified about this.
It's true.
Oh, man.
I'm about
It
to
is
play the
true. Oh. Why? Oh, that's so
Oh,
disappointing.
wow.
Wow, you go. Oh man,
Wow.
that's crazy. My condolences to that family.
Body of missing Bridgeton man
Well,
found in
while
hotel.
oh, it's sad. I can't see it.
This is just an
Oh
advertisement.
man, that's fine. That is the saddest thing ever.
What is this?
Damn, that's crazy. 3 days.
Hey guys, I'm Jeff and I worked as a
Oh well,
videographer full time. I owe a
that's
lot of
not
my
it. Give
success
me
to
a second.
fulltimefilmmaker.com. This alternative to film school has
That is crazy. I know the music is loud. Take the lives. I know, like, seriously?
What is this? I don't think that's it. No, that's not it. Let me refresh this and see what
Oh,
happens.
they're telling you to read it, babe. I can't read
Okay.
it because my screen's too small. They want you to read it.
All right. I gotta put the glasses on because I can't see neither.
Put them on, baby. Because I wish I could help you, but I can't see that.
All right. The body of 23-year-old Bridgeton resident Jonathan J. Morris II has been found, according to the family member, Monday night. New Jersey State Police are conducting the investigation. The agency has not yet officially confirmed the family's report. So I'm guessing a family member found them. The missing person timeline, according to family members, was that Morris left work at a group home in Sicklerville at 11 p.m. Thursday and was driving his mother's BMW. His mother, Stephanie Parnell, and father, Jonathan Morris, what is all that noise? Morris Sr. says the BMW last was seen on Cottage Avenue in Bridgeton early Friday morning, where it was captured on video. From watching the video, family members say Morris was not in the driver's seat, just like we were saying. Morris was about 6'6" and about 270 pounds. Whoever was driving the car was seated too close to the driver's wheel to have been Morris, they said. The car quickly was found several miles away in a largely farming and lightly wooded area of Barrett's Run Road near Shepherd's Mill Road in Hopewell Township. Then it goes on to say that earlier search on the way for missing man Jonathan. There's stuff that we already know. And there you have it. Is confirmed. It's definitely
So
confirmed.
they said that, but they're stating that the family was. So, I mean, the hell, who found them?
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, yeah, I
A
already know that.
family member found him.
That's why when I noticed that they were on Barrett's Run and that's where they found the car, I said they are definitely searching for this man in that right area. Uh, Luckily, they didn't branch out because I know that they said that they was going to like today they went to Water Street in Bridgeton. I guess that's where they spotted the car, maybe a few times driving around, but yeah, yep.
I'm lost for words.
That's crazy. Wow. Wow. And about 3:30 in the morning, because that's the footage. That's what I'm telling you. I sent you the the from the news station where they showed the footage of the car, where they had given the news people the footage of the car.
Well, you sent it to
Okay.
me.
Yes. Just
Okay. You want me?
earlier, I
You want
think,
me
or
to
yes.
pull it? You want that up?
Yeah, because on there you're gonna see the car passing by, right? And then that's what the family is stating, that when they seen the footage of that car driving by, right, that they noticed that the person that was driving was way too forward onto the seat because he's 6'6". So if his last Snapchat was at 1 a.m. and then his car was seen from at 3:30, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Well, it said it wasn't. I mean, there it said the. I mean, the family is confirming that. Well, it says it on there. That is crazy. Wow, 23 years old. You just finished getting off of work, and that how they called him. They called him. They spoke to him, and they referenced him as a gentle giant, like because he was so gentle with people.
You know, it could have been a carjacking or anything. Because here lately, a lot of carjackings has been going on in this area. But then again, who knows? It could have been people that he knew. Because if they're saying that the Spanish boy was his friend and whatnot, and they were somehow linked, and they were investigating the brother and looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
Then the carload pulls up right there at the boy's sister house, so he definitely has to be involved. But the
Right.
video that you sent me, where I got a bunch of pictures that you sent me. Is it before or after the pictures that you sent me?
Uh, it would probably been before the pictures because it's just one video.
Okay, okay. So
But
I'm
yeah,
look.
no, I mean, well, the family, I mean, not the family, but a lot of people were saying that they knew each other. So it's not like didn't know each other. What happened? Nobody knows yet. But the the word was that they knew each other. So how did he get there? Like, how did he get there? Which that's crazy. Right. And they said that he was a gentle giant. That's how they obviously they that's crazy. My Lord have mercy. What happened between 1 a.m. from his last Snapchat to when they seen the car? Because he just got off at 11 o'clock. And if it takes him 30 minutes to get from Melanie, Google from Sicklerville to Cottage Avenue and tell me exact timing that it gets there. So, to the Cottage Avenue address. So if it's 30 minutes, don't mind my children. They're just getting over some cold, so they're like blowing their nose. That's crazy. So 1 a.m. last Snapchat, 3 a.m. the car was seen passing back out through Cottage Avenue. But that's the thing. That's the thing. They seen the car passing by at 3:30 a.m. But did they see the car get there first? 43 minutes. So Moses was right. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm talking about. All right. Now, they seen the car passing by at 3:30, but did they catch the car coming there after he got off of work? So if they didn't, because they don't talk about it, that means that they must have met up with him somewhere.
I can't find that video that you sent me.
You want me to resend it?
Yeah, because I it's just a lot of stuff in there. I can't find it.
Okay.
So
But
yeah, if
that's
you resend
crazy.
this, that'll help.
They did. They didn't see him. They didn't see. They didn't see the car coming. Around the time that he got off of work. But they seen the car at 5:30 in the morning. Because that's the only clip that they've been showing has been that. It's right here. It's, hold on. So could they have met up somewhere else, or maybe he stopped by like at a gas station to probably fuel up his car, and he seen them there. You know,
All right, I'm about to pull it up now because I think no, she didn't send it to me, but she must have sound like she muted herself. So as soon as we get that video, we'll post it up. We'll post it up. But yeah, man, sad condolences to this family. Condolences to this family, man. It's sad that this thing ended. That it has ended the way it has. But let me let Miss Brenda back in.
Johan.
All right, you're back with your loud self. But yeah, she muted herself again. So I don't know what she got going on back there, but yeah, she's
No,
trying to
I
send
have
that
to mute.
video.
I have to mute sometimes. Here, put that in there. I have to mute sometimes because we do have one in the family that he's always interested in breaking down things to the facts.
Oh
So
yeah,
sometimes I have to mute it so I can let him explain himself to me really fast, and then I'm back to the public.
I got you.
They stated in Mexican, seen him around 12 on Route 49 on Friday.
Friday about 12. Good God Almighty, what you got going on back there?
Friday about 12. The chair, the chair fell by itself.
Oh,
So Friday they seen it. I did see that. I did see where they said that they seen him Friday about 5:30 in the evening. But it didn't. I know the chair then. But it didn't make any sense because if they found his car at 3:30, then why would they see him at 5:30 on Friday? You get what I'm saying? When they found his car at 3:30 on Route 49. So
where in
what? They was
Sicklerville did
holding
he work?
him. They were holding him the entire time.
I heard something like that. I heard that it was like a kidnapping or something. That's what
Huh.
somebody had told me that out here on the street.
Yeah, that was on the live today. Oh yeah. Hmm. That's interesting. On Route 49, they probably have They'll have cameras out there. They'll figure it out. That was on the live today. I didn't hear that, and I was listening to it too. But then again, I was
Well, depending on which live, because there were several people that had went live.
Oh yeah, because there was one. Oh yeah, they found the car 2 hours later, and the Mexican that said he was driving when they saw it. It just so happens came to Bridgeton, where that Miguel lives. Right. Oh, they must be talking about the live that they had in Bridgeton today with the Delphine, with that guy. He get on my nerves. Anyway, so-called Univision reporter. But anyway, moving on with life. So it takes 43 minutes, right, depending where he worked at out there. Either way, did they spot the car coming through Cottage Avenue to pick these individuals up, or did he already have met up with these individuals at another location at another location, and then that's when something happened. So let me see. And then at 2 p.m., like they said, so if at 12 p.m. somebody seen him, yeah. Is that what it was? Was it Delphine's live, Melanie? That he said, I got to go back on Delphine's live and listen to his live. Because that man that said that could have possibly been one of them people's relatives or something like that.
True indeed.
Because the last time, so that means if that was truth, right? His phone pinged at freaking whatever. So in the evening, it was late hours when they went on to the thing, and apparently I guess they turned on the phone and then they turned it off right away, and that's how it gave it the location over there on Cottage Avenue, because that's how they knew he was there. It was a live in the beginning. 47 or 55, not 49. Should have, right. 49 doesn't take you out from Hopewell? Yeah. Oh, the Sherwood Collins live? He made so many of them. You'd have to send me the one exactly where he said that, because he made so many of them, and I want to see what that man was talking about. I didn't see one of the, he was ranting about the night before, right? That timeline still don't make no sense, though. Because
What, the one where he was seeing on 55
12,
after midnight?
the one where they see him Friday at 12 o'clock, because I seen a couple newspaper articles that send out that they said that they last seen him on Friday at 5:30 p.m. And I'm like, dude, like, where the hell do these people be getting this stuff from? Because how are they going to find him at 5:30 when clearly his car was found at 3:30? You know, and the timeline doesn't make any sense, because he got off of work at 11, right? Thank you, Maggie. He got off of work at 11. From Sicklerville to freaking anywhere near this Cottage Avenue address clearly takes 40 minutes. Okay? And then at 1 a.m. was your last Snapchat. I wonder what he said in that Snapchat. Like, you know, like, was he saying something, or he was just taking, you know, like, snapping pictures, you know, like, just doing one of those 10, 15 second Snapchat videos that you just change your features and all that stuff? Filters. There you go. Filters. But then at 3:30, his car was spotted passing down Cottage Avenue with a car full of people. And he's tall, so he wasn't sitting in that car. So where was he in that time frame from his 1 a.m. Snapchat to 3 a.m.? And then by time they found out that his phone pinged out over there on Cottage Avenue, Miguel was hiding in the attic, supposedly, you know, of his sister's house. Then they called the police. That family called the police and let them handle it, you know, and looking for him. And then the thing is that the police brought him in for questioning, and then on top of that, they let him go, like, you know, because he said he ain't have nothing to do with it, or he don't know what they're talking about, or vice versa, or whatever, you know. And here at the end of the day, that's crazy. Let me see, because Maggie sent me something. His sister was the one that rents that house out there on Cottage Avenue. Mm-hmm. Well, just hope that they said that they found a body, but it's not. We don't. I hope it's just not him. I hope it's just something else that was out there. And is this one? Let me see, babe. I'm gonna send it to you real fast. if I can.
Okay. You also sent me that video with the Channel 6 news
Yeah, can
thing.
you play that?
Yeah.
I want people to see the car. I don't know who. Let's see.
Concern is growing about a young man from Bridgeton, New Jersey, who's been missing since Friday. Action News reporter George Solis spoke with the family. He joins us now live from Bridgeton with details. George.
Walter, family members told me they have taken it upon themselves to find their loved one. Some of them gathered here in this parking lot behind me, not far from where the car was found, in the hopes of some good news. Now, this is the missing man. He is 23-year-old Jonathan Morris. Morris was last seen in the city of Bridgeton this past Friday, the 28th. Family members told Action News tonight Jonathan reported to work the previous day and was keeping in touch with friends. Now, it was late on Friday his mother received a call from police that her car, which Jonathan was using, had been found in neighboring Hopewell, New Jersey. Family members said they went to the area where the car was found and began finding what they believe were some of Jonathan's belongings. Now, they also found some doorbell video of the car driving down a street shortly before it was found running. New Jersey State Police does consider Jonathan missing and possibly in harm's way. Tonight, the community is rallying behind the family, and they are hopeful for some answers.
He has a lot of friends. He works. He loves to work. He hangs with his friends. He's a gentle giant. He don't bother nobody. He work and love on everybody. He'll give you the shirt off his back.
So we just asking for the community to stick together, put the word out, share the flyers, keep sharing stuff on social media.
Yeah, Walter, and as you heard from the family, he is described as a gentle giant towering over 6 feet. Family said is also urgent that
Definitely
he
does look
receive
like
his
a
insulin
gentle
because
giant,
he is
too.
diabetic. Anyone with information is urged to contact New Jersey State Police. We're live in Bridgeton tonight. George Solis, Channel 6.
I think I might have sent you the wrong video
Probably. Because I didn't see
because I
nothing
seen the one
about
with
no
the car
picture.
passing by. But either way, right, I sent you the wrong one. But listen, either way, when they reported him missing, they reported him because he's a diabetic too. So mind you,
That's what I'm
where was
saying.
the urgency? They could have at least sent out like a medical alert saying, "Hey, this person's missing. He can't survive without his insulin," or "Good Lord have mercy." Like, you didn't start hearing about his disappearance until Saturday. It wasn't that man Sherwood. If it wasn't for him sharing all of that stuff, and then we started sharing it, and then everybody started sharing, and then everything everywhere. But to know that he was already insulin inclined, right? He was dependent on insulin. Like, I don't understand why didn't they do like one of those type of little medical alerts or saying like missing, and you know how they put it, like when somebody's missing and then they need like their medicines and all of this good. It's not really an Amber Alert. It's one of those. We just did one for Melanie's aunt. But I know that was a silver alert because she was a little bit older. But one of those kind of alerts like that tell people that this person that's missing right now is, inclined on insulin. And when your sugars drop, depending what you're on insulin for, that's kind of like a silver alert. It's kind of like a serious matter, And here's Monday. All they said that he might be in harm's way. That's all they said. They said that they believe that he's missing and that he's possibly in harm's way. Possibly, even though that even though that they found blood in the car was running. The phone pinged on Cottage Avenue. His last communication to his family and friends was at 1 a.m. Then his car was spotted at 3:30 a.m. driving down Cottage Avenue. And then they found his book bag on Perry Road on Saturday. And then on Sunday, they find the jacket with the mask and the blood on it. And then today, they find the registration card. And then we are now learning that a body was found on or around that area where they located the car.
And as far as this article is concerned, it seems like that it was a family member that found the body, and because it clearly says that state police hasn't confirmed the family's what the family are saying, but
Right.
yeah, if the family has identified him, has identified his body as it being him, then most likely it is, and it's sad, man.
Mm. Well, that's just like the Irvin family. They found him too. The uncle and the cousin found him. They found him in the same spot that the police were searching when they went out there and they resumed the search the next day. That's just like now, like, like if they weren't out there doing their thing, would they have found him right now so early? Because they did a good job. They really did a good job. They really did come together. The community came together. The family came together. Their friends came together. Everybody came together to make sure that whichever way they was bringing him home, he was going to be brought home. And sometimes we wish the same results for Dulce. Unfortunately, this year will be 3 years, and then we don't know nada.
I know.
But now we see why we don't know nada.
Either way, it's good to know something, some kind of closure. With Dulce, we have no type of closure whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yep. None at all. And it's sad to say, but it's sad to say about anything, whether it's a good outcome or a bad outcome. But even with him, even with this gentleman, there should have been some kind since Friday when they found that car out there in Hopewell. That car should have been on the news already. It was found with blood already on it. What do you think? The blood came from deers or something? You know what I'm saying? You would think that you would process that area at least, just like how they did with Dulce. They did the kidnapping, right? And then they said they did a possible abduction, right? But then they're also holding a criminal investigation at the same time. So which side are they more lenient to? We don't know. But just like this boy, when they found the car, right? And on there, I didn't hear where they said that they had phoned the mom and stuff like that. But at that time, I'm pretty sure that the mom said, hey, my son's been missing. I haven't heard from him. Why then wasn't there something coming out at that Friday when all of these things was occurring? That's crazy. They started locking. They really locked the streets down yesterday when those searchers went out there and they found that jacket with that mask that had blood on it. That's when they really locked that area down. Then that's when they went out there and they found that, the relatives of that boy that there was looking a question about. They locked that whole place down over there. And unfortunately,
Now you
they
sent me
found the
this
body.
video.
But
You sent me this video. Do you want me to play it?
yeah, the first part of it, because I think that's where they said that Mexican guy said something about 12 o'clock on Friday.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play that for you.
I said I'm not using it. Because there's no reason for me and you to be contacting each other. This is about your family. This ain't about me.
It never got to that point. Even to the point of I was going to show up for my cousin's state. And when they was like, oh, okay, Mary Quan, y'all got to do this. I was like, for what? That's how I felt like, for what? He's like, nah. You see, he had his bumping heads.
Yeah, see, that's the one thing I didn't want to do when they hit me. I don't want the family bumping heads because I'm learning more and more stuff.
Now
Like,
this
every
beginning part
family is
is
just the same.
more
Everybody got their
about the
own little
name
cliques, you
dropping
feel
that
me?
he did
And I'm learning more. Like,
the
that's not
night
what
before.
I'm not. Huh? You want to go? I want to go too. Yeah, I want to go too. I don't even know how to get there. They coming. Give them a couple minutes. They coming.
Okay.
You telling lies that don't
Hey yo, we gonna clear the air live. We gonna clear the air because Quan mad at me,
Yeah, I'm not
which I
sure
don't
about
care.
this.
I don't care. We
Yeah, this is the part where he was name dropping the night before.
There was a lot of people out there.
I know this ain't no laughing matter, but we just
Yeah, I
having a
think
little
so.
minute right
I
now,
think this
y'all.
is
As
when
we
he
out here
said
searching, we out here deep too.
he does his
We
callings
on
or
Water
whatever.
Street. We
So
about to head to we about to head out to Barrett Run Road. We on
yeah,
Water Street. We about to
that's when
head
they
to
were in
Barrett Run
Bridgeton on
Road.
Water
We
Street.
about to load up and go to Barrett. She better get away from my car with that stick.
Sherwood ain't got a public apology.
That was earlier today.
Yeah, that was earlier.
I came live
But she said it was
right
on
now.
there, so
I came live right now, right? Because I promise y'all everything I said last night I stand on. But Quan feels as though I owe him an apology. I mean, I would feel like
yeah.
I wouldn't really feel right if I shook this man's hand and apologized to him. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you because I don't feel like I was wrong for what I did or what I said. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm happy to see him out here today, and I'm also
What exactly are we looking
but I'm
for
also
on
happy
this
that he's
video?
not
Oh,
out here because I went live on him
you
last
could
night.
just turn it off.
Absolutely not.
He didn't say, "Oh, Sherwood called
You
me
could
out.
just
Let me
turn
get
it
out
off,
here
'cause
today."
I
That's not why
wouldn't.
he's out here. So I respect that. You feel me?
Okay, I'll turn it off.
Yeah,
Like I
this
told
is
y'all last
he's
night,
just
I
sending
didn't
his
talk to John
apologies.
and I didn't
Not really his apologies, but
talk to Stephanie about what they were doing.
he's standing on his ground that more could have been done with,
Quan has been doing
with the
work
immediate
behind the scenes,
family,
and
it being that they're community leaders and, and all of that good stuff, and which which is kind of crazy too, because like I said, since Friday, when everyone started learning that something possibly could have been happened to him, I don't understand why here was yesterday, and then that's when finally you started hearing like from the mayor and all of that stuff, which that's understandable because you would have had thought, not right away because a lot of people go missing all day long. So I mean, people, stay busy, but how many people actually go missing from Bridgeton? Yeah. Well, they found a body, Elena. We've been waiting for you, but they found a body. And the family found, but for right now, it is circulating that they did find a body. And
Is nearby confirmed that it is his body?
yeah, because we went on the gentleman Sherwood's page, and he's just asking for prayers for the family right now. So,
And not to mention the article that was just released.
yeah, the article that was just launched out. But either way, what a freaking timeline. Like, That is so crazy. That is, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with these people, with these kids nowadays. Like, sheesh. I'm talk about just fight somebody or something. So all these people gonna just, all this crazy stuff just going around lately. And then who's gonna protect your youth, right? Who's gonna protect it? Yeah, it's confirmed. Oh, you're sending me a picture? Let me see what that's saying. Oh yeah.
I mean, if the family is saying it's him, I
Yeah.
tend to go with it because
Yeah,
who
that we,
who better to say?
yep. They must have found him then themselves, because they said that they were still gonna go out there and they was gonna search. They wasn't gonna give up today.
Yeah,
So
they
they really
wasn't
did stay
gonna
out
give
there.
up. They wasn't gonna give up until they found him, and it seems like they found him.
Yeah, but I'm like, what's up with the search and rescue team? Like, there was a car in the woods that was left running, and it was confirmed by the people who seen it that they spotted it on or around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It wasn't until about 3:30 where they stopped minding their business and they said, wait a minute, I'm gonna phone this in because this looks a little confusing. So they phone it in, right? And then when you contact the family, the person, the actual owner to the car, they tell you, hey, my son was driving that car, he's missing. Like, when was the dogs actually gonna start coming out to search? Like, when, even though the weather was against them on Friday, because it was snowing out there, but it wasn't heavily snowing until 10, 11, maybe at nighttime. So there was still a strong possibility that the snow wasn't as heavy as it was, especially at 3:30 in the afternoon or the evening, whatever. It was not as heavy then, because I remember I was out here carting still till about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. So if I was outside when it was semi-snowing out there, that means that the roads was good, because I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't like not driving and that stuff. But I was out
I
there still carting till
I
7:30,
think
8 o'clock at night.
I think law enforcement is salty because the last I heard was that they was threatening to arrest people. Why?
Yeah.
Because this family was out there literally doing their job. But I'm about to share something else that Miss Melanie sent me real quick.
Okay. She probably sent me. Let me see. That's just crazy. Let me see what she sent me. You can see. But wow. Sheesh. That's crazy. Okay, this is a different one.
You booked a sunny Verbo ski chalet with endless views of snow-covered peaks.
Mystery surrounding a missing man in New Jersey. The 23-year-old mental health care worker last seen Thursday. His car found abandoned near the woods. I'm Jason Martinez here at 5 o'clock, and his family and friends were back out searching for him again today, hoping to find him or at least a clue as to what happened. Our Joanne Pileggi live in Bridgeton tonight. Joanne?
Jason, good evening, everyone. State police are investigating, trying to find the missing man, 23-year-old Jonathan Morris. He has been missing for 4 days, and his family is growing ever more concerned, fearing the worst, that something bad happened to him.
We can get some people down here going towards the woods.
It's been like 4 days now. This has been freezing out here. So if he's not somewhere warm and he's out here, I'm hoping for the best, but it don't look good.
It's been a grueling 4 days for the family of 23-year-old Jonathan Jon Jon Morris of Bridgeton.
I haven't screamed, but my voice is gone. I don't know how that affects the crying, but somehow I'm just all messed up.
Jonathan, a 6'6" football standout and graduate of Bridgeton High, hasn't been seen since last Thursday after he left his job as a mental health care worker. What's scaring his family, the car he was driving, which was his mother's, was found abandoned about 5 miles from Bridgeton. They believe he had been with an acquaintance from town.
It was left running. It was blood in the car. His jacket was found. It was blood on that.
They were out in force searching the wooded area for while police scoured the woods with search dogs. Family members and friends gathered and searched another area near town where they thought they might find Jonathan or clues to his disappearance.
I'm just out of limbo right now, just trying to stay calm because right now I'm hot right now.
State police issued a release with info about a missing man. His family is hoping for answers soon.
I just want some closure on this. I don't want to sit at home every night thinking like, what if he's still out there? What, where he at?
Another concern, Jonathan's mother tells us he was taking insulin for diabetes. State police say if anyone has any information, anonymous or otherwise, to contact them. Tonight we're live in Bridgeton. Joanne Pileggi, Fox 29 News. Back to you, Jason.
Thank you, Joanne.
So yeah, that article, they really didn't say nothing about the body found, but as far as the article was saying, they found the body.
Right. That must have been like today during the day when they was back out there again earlier, because the press was back out there again today. So yeah, it's sad. It's really sad. 4 days. Because they're not really counting Thursday, because obviously Thursday, but Thursday because he left work at 11 o'clock. And I'm wondering, did they ever, since that phone pinged over there at that Cottage Avenue address, did they ever come grab the phone? Like, did they ever, find the phone? Oh, and then they were looking for his, what is that called? Apple Watch. The Apple Watch, too. They were looking for his Apple Watch, his iPhone.
See, this article says that family members of a missing New Jersey man tell Fox 29 that authorities found a body during the search Monday night. So which one is it? Was it a family member or was it the authorities that found this body?
Nah, yeah. It was probably the first one, because look at how it went with the Irvin thing. They try to say, other things. They call them volunteers. A volunteer found them. No, the damn uncle and the cousin found them. And just like this one right here, it's probably because look, they were getting those ATVs and stuff like that. Like they was getting in that snow today. They said they was gonna go deep in that snow today to keep on searching for him. And they said that they were not gonna go home today. That today they was gonna find him, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, because they're sure enough.
They were not going back home today.
They said they was going to be out there all night, and they all went home.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep, they said they was going to be on that Barrett's run the whole night. So, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. How do you go, like, how can you just hang out with somebody and your life get cut that short?
Yeah, man,
you know what I mean? Like, how can you hang out with somebody and your life gets cut that short?
It's going to be interesting to find out, the actual details to this story.
Yeah.
what really
Well,
what really happened?
yeah, it's crazy. 9:30. All right.
But
Well,
in closing,
yeah. Well, we
can
don't
you?
have until. Well, they said
No, I
about
was
11
gonna say
o'clock tonight they was gonna post something, so we'll just wait till about 11. Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, no. Well, yeah. It kind of not, kind of don't do or not matter. But if he went out for a night of friendship, you know what I mean? He should have not have turned up the way that he did. So, and then for that, you could, depending on the circumstances on what happened to him, then justice needs to be served. Yeah. Well, I'm very grateful that I have friends that I won't have to worry about that about. Now, all of us getting together and jumping somebody, yeah. But us doing it to each other, absolutely not. That don't even, because when you make friends, you're making family. So you always have to make sure that when you build your friendships, that you're building a family, that you're building, you know, your external family, that they're going to be just like your family. You don't want to ever have to go out with somebody one day and then never come back, or you don't ever want to have to go with somebody out one day and then your friend does something stupid and you don't have no explanation into what's going on. That's just like the Irving's family. My condolences to the Irving family. They went out on a night full of friends. One friend told him, hold on, I'm going to get a quick lap dance. And that was the last time he ever spoke to his friend. When while his friends are sitting in the car waiting for him, he's getting jumped by these three dudes. Didn't even know that was happening. And they feel guilty. And those were friends, because they sat there at that parking lot for 2 hours to find out what happened to them. But these kind of friends that you go out one day and then that's the last day you ever see, them is not friends. Them is not friends at all. And it's disgusting that, and it's very hurtful that, that this young lady, she has, it's not, I'm not going to say it yet, but until it's like really, really confirmed on how she lost her child. You know what I mean? And then 4 to 5 days later is when you actually find them. And the weather was against them. The weather was against them. Everything was against them. The weather, the timing, the police, everybody. Everything was against this family. And one thing that they were not against was that they were not going to have their backs against the wall, that they were going to continue to search and do what they had to do to make sure that they brought that boy home. And with that said, that sometimes I wish that the same outcome happens for Dulce. You know what I mean? Because it's been 3 years in, and at 5 years old, look at that. When we said it might happen again, we didn't think it was going to be a 23-year-old. Not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying somebody was taken and now their life was taken. Not saying that for Dulce, but I'm saying she was taken at 5. We don't know what the hell is going on in Bridgeton. You know what I mean? But with that being said, our condolences to this family, if that is, and if it's not, then, we do apologize for sharing that, but our condolences to the family, and such a tragic ending. We was definitely rooting for a better outcome, but at least it didn't turn to the long, extensive years that people are still searching for Dulce. So with that said, I'm going to take it down, and thank you guys for tuning in. Melanie, Maggie, Elena, Anna. I know we had a few people. I can't scroll back up and say their names, but we thank you for joining us today, and we'll keep you guys updated.
Yep. We sure enough will. And as Miss Melanie said in closing, can't trust nobody really unless you really know 'em. I don't know what happened to this young man, but as far as we could see, is a tragedy. Hopefully not. Hopefully we're wrong. But as we could see so far, the outcome is not a good one. So my condolences to this family, praying for peace for them. And you know, it's a sad thing. We will keep you updated on anything else in this case, in the Dulce Maria Alavez case. And y'all know how I do. I'm a random type of dude. So who knows what I'll be talking about tomorrow. One love, my good peoples. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace. I'm gone.
Sipping that dirty liquor, man, I'm alright. I done had enough for today, my man. I just wanna get riding slow. Sipping that dirty liquor, man, I'm alright. I done had enough for today, my man. I just wanna get high.
Looking for a web developer? Your search is over. Contact our team of dedicated professionals to check out our quality services designed to meet your exact needs. All of our professionals have lots of experience in delivering a wide range of solutions and options, and we're confident that you'll be completely satisfied. All our services are carried out to assured standards, leaving you with great results. Our friendly team is waiting to hear from you to answer any specific questions that you may have about how we can fulfill your needs. Your satisfaction is our prime concern.
So please contact us today, moisesbeauchamp.com.
Hi, this is Tom. Tom runs an online store selling top fitness products, but he has a problem. His store just isn't making enough sales. Fortunately, he found a solution. These guys are specialists at website optimization, social media, video creation, and digital marketing. Now Tom's store is selling like hotcakes. So if you need a hand with your online store, get in touch today.